Hello friend, nice to see you. My name is Niken. During this school from home moment, students should learn by their own self. And therefore, this video aims to support school from home movement by providing learning media. Well, instead of watching random videos on YouTube that you can still watch them as an intermezzo, hopefully this video can increase students' knowledge on English language. In this lesson, you're going to learn all about basic English grammar. We'll discuss some of the most important basic grammar rules. Our first topic is simple and compound sentences. Our second topic is basic tenses, which are present tense, past tense, and future tense. There will be a quiz at the end of this video to test your knowledge. So, without any further ado, let's jump right in. Before we jump into our video, I would like to tell you about part of speech or kelas kata. Part of speech indicates how the word functions in meaning as well as grammatically within a sentence. An individual word can function as more than one part of speech when it's used in different circumstances. Understanding part of speech is essential to determining a word when using dictionary. There are 8 parts of speech in English language. The first is noun. Noun is a word for person, place, things, or idea. Nouns are often used with an article, a, an, the. Proper nouns always start with a capital letter, but common nouns don't. Nouns can be singular or plural, concrete or abstract. Nouns can function in different roles within a sentence. For example, noun can be a subject, direct object, indirect object, subject of complement, or object of prepositions. The second is pronoun. A pronoun is a word used in place of noun. A pronoun is usually substitute for a specific noun. Pronouns are further defined by type. Personal pronouns refer to specific person or things such as she, we, they, it, and me. Possessive pronouns indicate ownership. Reflexive pronouns are used to emphasize another noun or pronoun such as myself, yourself, ourself. Relative pronouns introduce a subordinate clause such as which and that, and demonstrative pronouns such as this, those, this, and that. The third is verb. The verb in sentence express action or being. A verb must agree with its subject in number, both are singular or both are plural. Verbs also take different forms to express tense. The next is adjective. An adjective is a word used to modify or describe a noun or pronoun. It usually answers the question of which one, what kind, or how many. Articles a and the are usually classified as adjectives. The fifth is adverb. An adverb describes or modifies a verb, an adjective, or another adverb, but never a noun. It usually answers the question of when, where, how, why, under what condition, and to what degree. Adverb often ended in ly, such as quickly, immediately, seriously, and literally. The sixth is preposition. A preposition is a word placed before a noun or pronoun to form a phrase modifying another word in sentence. Therefore, a preposition is always part of a prepositional phrase. The prepositional phrase almost always functions as an adjective or as an adverb. And the seventh is conjunction. A conjunction joins words, phrase, or clauses and indicates the relationship between the elements joined. Coordinating conjunctions connect grammatically equal elements, for instance, and, but, or, nor, for, so, and yet, and subordinating conjunction connect clauses that are not equal, for instance, because, although, while, and since. But there are other types of conjunction as well. The last is interjection. An interjection is a word used to express emotion. It's often followed by an exclamation point, such as wow and oops. After knowing about part of speech, you can write your own example of each of the part of speech and see how many examples you can make. This exercise is beneficial to improve your vocabulary. First topic is simple sentence. First of all, you need to know the description of simple sentence. Simple sentence basically consists of one subject and one verb, and it expresses complete thought. Or in the other words, simple sentence is an independent sentence which it doesn't need the existence of other sentence to clarify its meaning. The example of simple sentence is I go to work. My brother plays football, and we read that announcement. From those three examples, we can easily identify the subject and the verb. In the first example, I go to work, the subject is I and the verb is go. And in the second example, the subject is my brother and the verb is plays. And in the last example, the subject is we and the verb is read. All of those three sentences consist of one subject, one verb, and of course a complete thought. Therefore, they are definitely a simple sentence. Next, we are going to learn compound sentence. What is compound sentence? Compound sentence is a sentence consists more than one independent clauses joined by 7 coordinating conjunctions, which are for, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. To memorize them easily, you can abbreviate them into fanboys, which stand for the first letter of each conjunction words. Each of the coordinating conjunction has its own function. For to show reason, and to show addition, nor to show disjunction, but to show contrast, or to show option or alternative, yet to show non-cause effect, and so to show result or cause effect. The example of compound sentence is she goes to school but forgets to bring her homework. That sentence is joined by coordinating conjunction but to show contrast. Actually, in that sentence, we have two independent clauses, which are she goes to school and she forgets to bring her homework. Because they have same subject, she, we can write it once in the front of the sentence. Other example of compound sentence is John and Jessica read the newspaper. That sentence is joined by conjunction words and to show addition. That sentence consists of two independent clauses, which are John reads the newspaper and Jessica reads the newspaper. Because we have same verb or same activity done by the subject, we can write it once. And now it's the time for quiz. I will give you 10 questions and your job is to combine two independent clauses using the correct conjunction words. Write down your answer in a piece of paper and I will reveal the answer in the end of the video. Good luck! We have done with simple and compound sentences. Our next topic is tenses. Some people, especially Indonesian native speakers, find it difficult to deal with tenses. It may be caused by the different concept between Indonesian language and English language. Indonesian language doesn't have any specific tenses divided in the sequence of time. Therefore, the pattern of the sentence in Indonesian language will always the same. Also, the verb in Indonesian will never change in terms of the form in the past, present, and future time. On the other hand, English language divides the pattern of the sentence based on really specific time sequences, which are basically three tenses: present tense, past tense, and future tense. Now, together, we will learn more about those three tenses. Slowly but surely, you will understand how to use it correctly. The first tense is present tense. Present tense is used for first, things that are true in general or general fact, such as fruits contain various vitamins. Fire is hot. Whale is the largest animal in the sea. Second, habits or things that happen sometimes or all the time. There are common adverbs used in present tense such as never, seldom, every, sometimes, usually, frequently, often, and always. Third, for imperative sentence such as close the door, open the window please, and turn off the TV. To make positive present statements, you can apply this form: subject plus main verb. Don't forget to add s after the verb if the subject she, he, it are singular, and don't forget to add es after the verb if the verb ended in consonant y, such as try into tries, study into studies, and carry into carries, and if the verb ended in ch, such as teach into teaches, the verb ended in sh, such as push into pushes, the verb ended in x, such as fix into fixes, and the verb ended in o, such as go into goes, and do into does. The example of present positive statement is she sometimes goes to the library. We always win the game. While to make negative present statements, you can apply this form: subject plus does not or do not plus verb in the base form. We use does not if the subject is he, she, it, or singular, and we use do not if the subject is I, you, we, they, or plural. The example is she doesn't go to the library. We do not always win the game. While to make a question sentence or an interrogative sentence, you can apply in this form: do or does plus subject plus main verb in the base form. The example is, does she go to the library, and do we always win the game? The next tense we are going to learn is past tense. We use simple past tense to talk about things that had started and ended in a specific time in the past. To make past tense, we need to change the verb into past form by adding ed if it is regular verbs such as play into played, cook into cooked, and talk into talked. But not all verbs become past verbs by adding ed. Some of them is irregular verbs, which mean they do not have certain rule to change into past form. The example of irregular verbs is eat into ate, go into went, and make into made. Because there's no rule in irregular verbs, you simply just have to memorize them, listen, and practice a lot. When you're not sure the past form of certain verb, you can open your dictionary to find the correct answer. To make positive past statement, you can apply this pattern: subject plus verb in the past form. The example are, I visited the museum yesterday, and she sent me a letter last week. While to make negative past statement, you can apply this pattern: subject plus did not plus verb in the base form. The example are, I did not visit the museum yesterday, and she did not send me a letter last week. While to make interrogative sentence or question sentence, you can apply this pattern: did plus subject plus verb in the base form. The example are, did you visit the museum yesterday, and did she send me a letter last weekend? Now, It's the time for future tense. Future tense is the last basic skill we are going to discuss today. The function of future tense is to express our plan in the future. The time signal of future tense are later, tomorrow, and next. There are two patterns in making sentence in future tense. The first is by using will. To make positive sentence in future tense using will, the pattern is subject plus will plus verb in the base form. The example are they will go to college next year and she will come to my house tomorrow. And to make negative sentence, you can apply this form. Subject plus will plus not plus verb in the basic form. The example are they will not go to college next year and she will not come to my house tomorrow. While to make interrogative sentence, the pattern is will plus subject plus verb in the basic form. The example are will they go to college next year and will she come to my house tomorrow? The second form is by using to be going to. To make positive statement using to be going to, the pattern unit is subject plus to be, which is, am, are, plus going to plus verb in the basic form. The example are I am going to design my house and she is going to call her mother. While to make negative sentence, the pattern unit is subject plus to be, is, am, are, plus not, plus going to, plus verb in the basic form. The example are I am not going to design my house and she is not going to call her mother. While to make interrogative statement, the pattern is to be, is, am, are, plus subject, plus going to, plus verb in the base form. The example are, am I going to design my house? And is she going to call her mother? After discuss about three basic tenses, we are going to learn about continuous tense. Continuous tense shows an action that is, was, or will be progressed at a certain time. The continuous tense is formed with the verb be plus in form of the verb. You can use it to describe both events that are happening in the present while you are talking about something or something that may or will happen later on. The formula of present continuous tense and past continuous tense is subject plus to be plus base verb plus ing if it is positive statements, and subject plus to be plus not plus base verb plus ing if it is negative statement, and to be plus subject plus base verb plus ing if it is interrogative statement. The first continuous tense is present continuous tense. Present continuous can be used to show an action which is happening at the time of speaking. The present continuous is used to describe an action that is going on at this moment, to describe an action that is going on during this period of time or a trend, to describe an action or event in the future which has already been planned or prepared. The example are he is jogging now, he is not jogging now, and is he jogging now? They are eating at the canteen, they are not eating at the canteen. Are they eating at the canteen? I am watching movie right now, I'm not watching movie right now. Am I watching movie right now? The second continuous tense is past continuous tense. Past continuous can be used to show an action which was happening in the past. It's important to remember that the past continuous is usually used to show an action which was happening when another action, which is usually shorter, happened at the same time, stopped the continuous action, or started after the continuous action. Past continuous, which also called past progressive, is a verb tense which is used to show that an ongoing past action was happening at a specific moment of interruption, or that two ongoing actions were happening at the same time. The examples are: we were finishing the project, we were not finishing the project, were we finishing the project, Brian was preparing the instrument for a concert, Brian was not preparing the instrument for a concert, was Brian preparing the instrument for a concert? The last continuous tense is future continuous tense. Future continuous is used to show that an action will be happening at the time in the future. The future continuous tense, sometimes also referred to as the future progressive tense, is a verb tense that indicates that something will occur in the future and continue for an unexpected length of time. The formula is subject plus will plus be plus base verb plus ing. The example is: Michael will be running a marathon this Saturday. Michael will not be running marathon this Saturday. Will Michael be running a marathon this Saturday? We have discussed all the three basic tenses, which are present tense, past tense, and future tense. And now it's your time to do the quiz. All you need to do is decide whether the sentence is correct or incorrect by putting I for incorrect and C for correct. Write down your answer in a piece of paper and I will reveal the answer in the end of this video. Good luck! That's all about my video. I hope it is useful. Thank you so much for watching. See you!